beside you every step of the way, every step of the way.
This has been a long-awaited dream of mine to start my own YouTube channel because I'm constantly watching other YouTubers and I look to them for inspiration on cleaning, minimalism, any sort of like mom management motivation that can help me simplify my life, simplify my home, simplify my systems to make my life easier is what I come to YouTube for. So now that I feel like I can take a bit of the information I've learned just through trial and error and learning from others, I want to be able to provide that sort of feedback as well for other people and create a community of engagement and striving for simplicity to help minimalize and simplify our homes and our lives, because I know for me it is so stressful trying to like keep up with the day-to-day things. I also work a full-time job outside of the home, so it can just get to be a lot sometimes, and I totally understand that. So some goals I'm going to set for myself in 2022 is to consistently post to this channel, create content for you guys, and I also have a goal to get back on track with the FlyLady cleaning system, which is something I had done in the past, and I was pretty successful at it for like a month or two. It really simplified my house. It made cleaning not feel like a chore. It was like most days 15 minutes a day to do these like extra daily cleaning tasks for like zone cleaning, and then just your normal routine things like staying on top of dishes and laundry. And so I'll talk more about all of that in a later video. You can totally look to the FlyLady's website to see the full list, but the things that I'm going to personally focus on that I feel like make the biggest change in my life are do my dishes every day, do at least one load of laundry every day, which includes putting it away, wash, dry, put it away. Like one of those steps for me needs to be done every single day to continue to make progress so that I don't get so behind. Cleaning my sink every night, that's one of like the big FlyLady thing. It's called the shiny sink method. I've learned that if I can just stay on top of dishes and laundry, which is kind of those cycle type things that like are never going to stop, they're never going to end for you. If I can stay on top of those things and keep my clutter under control, meaning everything has a home and everything is put there every day. If I can stay on top of like those three things, then I don't feel like a crazy person. I feel like I can manage my house. And I printed out the, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Secret Slob channel, but she has this detailed cleaning list. It's like a free printable on her channel. And I've used these in the past, and I always just printed a new one whenever I needed it. But this time I was like, you know what, I'm going to put this in a file protector, and then that way I can just use like an erasable marker and mark things off as I go. And you work on this zone for 15 minutes a day, every like day that's the zone for that month. And usually those zones last a week or a little bit less than a week. And then like for 6 days you would do 15 minutes of tasks each day, and you can just mark them off as you go. So, and then the idea is that by the time next month, you can just pick back up where you left off. And it kind of creates this cleaning cycle where you're never more than a month behind on doing things like dusting your seals and doors. It just kind of gives you an idea of my goals for the year. I want to consistently stick to following this. And like I said, working on the laundry and the dishes every day and shining my sink. So I've already been minimizing my house for several years. We didn't have a lot of money, so we weren't buying our own things. A lot of times it was like hand-me-downs from my mom and family and his parents or whoever we could get things from. So I like hoarded things, and I just held on to stuff that maybe I didn't need then, but I had this mindset that I can't afford to get rid of this because I can't afford to purchase it again, so I would just hold on to everything. And I would hang on to clothes that I had since high school that didn't really match my style anymore, but it's part of this mindset that I couldn't afford to replace those clothes and I didn't have another option. And at the time, it's true, I just really didn't. I was in college, I was a waitress, and so we just didn't have a lot of money. So that's kind of where my decluttering and minimalism journey started, was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And then I've just been refining ever since. And it's kind of, I've heard this method described before. It's like peeling an onion. So you start with your first round of decluttering and then your next. And I mean, I'm probably on like, I don't know, 30 rounds of decluttering. I probably declutter a little bit every week now. I'm trying my best to like refine and get down to just like, what is the least we can live with? What is the most minimal? While also considering the fact that I have 2 kids, ages 4 and 9, and my husband is not very minimalistic. He just has a little bit different mindset than me. Where I'm like, okay, how few can we have? He's like, well, we have the space, so, you know, if we have enough mugs that fit in this cabinet comfortably, then that's how many mugs we need. But we're definitely still very much in the works. I don't necessarily think that I'm at my end goal for minimalism. Something I did start recently was I heard about the Minimalist Game, which is like literally created by the minimalists. They have a game where you get rid of 1 thing on day 1, 2 things on day 2, 3 things on day 3, so on and so forth to like 30 days of a total of like 496 items. So I really like that idea because I'm like so far into this decluttering journey that it's hard for me to find things to get rid of, honestly. I've actually made myself a table in Microsoft Word that's like 22 by 23 blocks, and it's a total of 506 items. And the other day, my husband and I went through our DVDs and his video games, and we got rid of 96 items in like one sitting by getting rid of DVDs, video games, and like DVD related, or I'm sorry, like gaming related books that he had collected. And I found 20 more items today, and so I think I'm close to, I know I'm over halfway. I'm going to take you all along with me as I try to continue to declutter things, and so let's get started. I'll give you a little tour of some spaces in my house as I'm looking for more things to declutter. Like I said, I'm so far into this and so many years into this that it's really hard for me to find new things that I feel like I can't live without. And I think as you get progress and you establish steam and like using your decluttering muscle, as I've heard another YouTuber call it, you just learn what really you should and shouldn't keep. You start asking yourself, you know, if you're not using something every day, why am I holding on to this thing? How could I live without it? You know, what's the attachment there? Why do I feel like I can't get rid of it? And so as you make progress in decluttering, you learn to let go of those things, and you learn to rationalize and see the reality of whether or not it's truly an item you need or something you just think you need. But anyways, I'm going to get started. I'm going to take you through some spots in my house. We're going to try and find some more items to declutter to kick off the new year, and help us work towards the goal of 506 items decluttered. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to get started. I just want to give you all a quick overview of what my kitchen looks like. So this is like the kitchen area. We have done a lot of changes to this house since we moved in. Eventually I'll like do a whole little video on the renovations we've made. This is like our dining area. Let me back up. So there's that. And then I'll step back over on this side and kind of show you our living room area. Okay, so this is what our upstairs living room looks like. It's a little crowded right now because we still have our Christmas tree up, but that should be coming down this weekend. I'm either going to take it down tomorrow or on Sunday. But let me just give you a quick glimpse of it since you won't see it again until next December. So I'll be taking this down, like I said, either tomorrow or Sunday. But once that gets down, that's going to allow me to like rearrange my couches and stuff. But just to kind of give you a perspective from the front door, you have like the living room. the kitchen, the dining room, you can kind of see there. And then we just have this blank wall and our dog crate, which we had custom built just in case there's questions about that. Someone local from our town, we contacted them through Facebook and they made it for us. Our puppies are sleeping. But yeah, everything in here is pretty minimal. And like, these are not these things permanent home. That's just like a box of trash that came from a Christmas party earlier that we went to that needs to go out to the trash. And then this is a bin with all of our Christmas books in it, and I need to take it downstairs to the storage area. I decided recently to separate out our holiday books for like Halloween and Christmas and put them in the storage area, so that way they're only in rotation for like reading during the actual like holiday time. And then this is my husband's, and my little boy decided he was okay to let go of it and declutter it out of his stuffed animals, but my husband doesn't want to get rid of it because it was his when he was a kid, so I'm just going to put it with like his sentimental storage. So this stuff isn't normally here. This is a clear surface. Up there's a clear surface. My coffee table, sometimes I put a little plant on it. And sometimes I do bring plants out and set them, like live plants, and set them on my mantle since my like animals can't reach up there. But other than that, I try to keep all my surfaces bare because like I've just learned that I don't like taking things on and off the table during meal times. I don't like things being on my countertop. I mean, I do have some things on my countertop. Like I just keep all our little necessities to keep out on the counter over here because I don't like to see them, and so obviously like earlier you couldn't see them here. I like to like hide them in the corner. My stove needs to be clean, but let's ignore that. And then like right here, all this is empty. And like I totally used to be the person in the past who would fill this corner with decor and like put decor by the sink and like put these things on pedestals, and like I've just learned that that's not the kind of person I am. Like I don't like maintaining stuff like that. Like that's just not who I am. And like I like having this clear, and so, and as you see, I've like mostly decluttered that whole cabinet over there. Anyways, let's start looking through the house, seeing what we can find to declutter. I mean, we can start here in the kitchen. I've been through it a bajillion times. But I don't really know. I don't think there's anything really in here I can get rid of. Like I'm thinking about what's inside all these cabinets, and like I know what's in these cabinets, and I know that I can't really get rid of anything. Like this is just all of our like daily use dishes. We literally, like this is what we eat off of, these white plates. And we don't use those mugs up there except for like we use them for salsa and stuff. Or like dips, but we keep them just because we have this space. It's not hurt anything for them to be there, and like that way if we ever got rid of the set, we could just sell it all as a set again. So there's that. We use all that stuff. And then here in this cabinet, the bottom shelf is mugs, which I said we don't use that often because we don't drink coffee every day. I don't drink coffee at all anymore. I went caffeine free in October. This is like our Pyrex bowls and like some of our baking ware. Like mostly we just use it for like serving food and like mixing food and like mixing salads and stuff. We probably could live without some of it. Some of it's a little sentimental. Some of it like came from grandparents and stuff. Some of it is just stuff I thrifted back when like I had a little hobby of collecting Pyrex. So we have several sets in there. And then the top shelf is just our measuring cups, which we do use every day. And then some more bakeware, which again, we don't use that often, but we have the space for it. And we have new bakeware that we bought at Sam's. We ended up actually buying 2 sets over a period of time because one of our big dishes broke and then we wanted another big dish. But like we bought these Pyrex bowls with like the lids that come with them. Let me turn on my light, that might help. Yeah, so we bought these Pyrex bowls with the lids, and then as far as mixing things, we also bought this big set of bowls from Sam's. These are just all our pots and pans and our like non-stick skillet. I mean, it's fairly organized. We literally use all these things. I mean, I don't use some things every day, but I do use them. Like, I just don't think there's anything in here I can part with. And then this is our like utensil drawer, mostly plastic, but my husband's more attached to having extra utensils than I am. I definitely think there's probably things we could get rid of in here, but he wouldn't agree. So I don't think there's anything I can get rid of in here. And then this is like our daily like eating utensils and medicine spoons and like baby spoons and straw, like metal straws. I see something and like this. Okay, I could get rid of this spoon, but it has my kid's name on the back because it came from daycare and like they used it over the summer to eat ice cream. I mean, maybe I could just trash it. I could probably trash it. And I already got rid of the bowl that went with it, and the only reason I kept the spoon is because it had his name on it. I think I can declutter this. So I'm just gonna lay it there. We'll make a little pile. I need all these things. It's our oven mitts, which is our only set of oven mitts. There's 3 here. Some recipe cards in the back that like have handwritten recipes from people. Our Kroger coupons, my meat thermometer, extra clips for our chips, and some lighters that like we use for candles. All that's a keep. Oh look, a decluttering list from the Secret Slob. I haven't actually followed this declutter list, but I feel like once I get so far into my peeled onion approach, eventually I'm going to need like guidance on where to look, so I'm keeping that list for another day. This has a ruler, scissors, tape. I mean, we use all these things. One thing I do need to do is, one of my kids broke this magnet and like broke the magnet off the back of this cat magnet, and I've had this since I was a kid, and I do use it. I was using it in my like little, I don't put magnets on my fridge most of the time. I feel like it clutters it, and I just like to have a visually clean space. But I do have like a board inside of my pantry that has a few magnets on it, and so that's really where that goes. I probably need to decide to glue the magnet back on or get rid of it. So I guess I'll put it in my declutter pile to make a decision on. So speaking of the pantry, see, there's that little board I was talking about. There's no obvious get rid of things in here. I mean, this is mostly food and cleaning supplies. Actually, this is something I can get rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I was wrong. There wasn't 20. Oh, and here's one more. 11.
Every step of the way, right here beside you. Every step of the way, every step of the way.
I just don't think there's anything we can part with in the kitchen. And like living room wise, it's not like there's any hidden spaces. Like I said, those things just need to go to the basement. The dog crate's bare. This coffee table is bare. The basket underneath is empty. The only thing I have up here is I fell for marketing and saw that the Home Edit had a new line at Walmart when I was there the other day, and I picked up this turntable. Alright guys, so it's a couple days later now. I want to go through this hall bathroom closet. I'll be honest, other than storing our sheets in here and like for bath time with kids, I don't ever use this closet. I don't use it for anything. Kind of feels like wasted space, truly, because there's just like so much unused space down here on the floor, so much unused space up there, but I think if we can minimize some things in here that aren't in use, it'll help me. So I'm just gonna make a pile of keep and get rid of. These they just got like 2 days ago from a Christmas. Same with these. And these are consumables and they're like that fizzies. Same with these. Same with these. We got all this stuff like 2 days ago on New Year's Eve. We can get rid of this. I don't have kid diapers anymore. Petroleum jelly that I used when our kids were first born. That can be trash. This Aquaphor, got 2 of them. I'll keep these So do use them still, like if anyone gets like dry, cracked skin. Obviously I need to make an effort to use the smallest one first. So we'll keep these. Baby powder. I don't use Johnson & Johnson. I never have. Getting rid of that. We do have this Jafra baby powder. It smells really good. But I don't have a baby that I use baby powder on. Put that in the baby powder. Same with this baby cologne. It smells heavenly. But I don't have a baby and I don't ever feel the need to put it on my 4-year-old or my 9-year-old, but maybe I should do that more often. I don't know. Baby bottom balm, trash. This is another lotion. I'll put on this in a minute. Another petroleum jelly. Used up most of the way. Trash. This is eczema relief. It has oatmeal in it. I'll keep this one. These are oatmeal baths. One of my kids did used to have eczema pretty bad. Luckily, it doesn't anymore. So, but I'll keep them just in case. You never know. Someone's skin might get irritated. They're not hurting anything being in this container. I'm going to keep this container anyways. This is like a sample size of Aquaphor. So are these two. You can probably part with these. This one feels not used at all. This one feels almost empty. I'll trash that one. This is a broken hair clip. Trash. This is baby sunscreen and bottom balm. Maybe on the bottom balm. Sunscreen. I do kind of use this still, like on my kid's face. Does it expire? It says after 6 months of opening. But I don't know if it's safe anymore. I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. Same thing, sunscreen. This one's mostly used now. A syringe from the hospital. Don't need that. Okay. Still in the wrapper, we have a lavender and chamomile cologne and a regular scented cologne for babies. I think what I could do with these is put them in my gift wrapping station in the basement, and then that way I can give them as gifts for like upcoming baby showers. So that's what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to put them over here in a separate little pile with my other things that need to go to the basement. And then, oh look, I've got more baby bottom balms. Here's 4, brand new in the box. I'll put that with my baby shower stuff. And then here's 2 more. Oh, these are actually both sunscreens. So, unopened sunscreen. They don't have an expiration date even on the box. So I guess as long as you haven't opened them, they're still going to be fine. I'm going to put these in my gift area. And I'll re-give those. And then these ones that I know have been opened, I'm not going to re-gift or use. I don't know that this one's been used at all. I don't think it has. But okay, I can let go of the bottom balm, even though it's also brand new. So wrong to throw away something that's like, it's all here and it's, I guess I could donate it because it seems brand new. Same with this one. This one has my kid's name on it. It's the most used. Maybe I'll donate those 2. This one. Smells so good. throw it away. I'll never miss it once it's gone. Another Aquaphor diaper rash cream. Donate. This pocket is empty. These two pockets are empty. All of these inside pockets are empty except for that oatmeal I put back in here. These side pockets, one of them is empty. The other one has 2 more Aquaphor samples in it, which these came from my kid's doctor back when he had some eczema problems. But we're going to keep this one so I can let these go. This empty. And then these are practically full, like all of them. This one might have a little bit missing, but I'll keep one because I do like to still use the scent on my child. So this one is completely full. I'm going to put it in my baby gift area. This one's completely full, baby gift area. This one is partially used. This one feels full too. Yeah, I would say this one's never used. I'm going to put this in the baby gift area too. The 2 partials, I'm going to keep. Okay, the cologne, I suppose for now I'll keep it. It's not like we use it every day. Perhaps in the next declutter I'll decide to let it go. For now I'll keep it. I don't need the big cover. I'll find a way to donate that. I decided to donate these. Okay, so I'm just going to put everything in here that we're keeping. This thing is practically empty now. I may end up using this for something else. These items here are going to go down to the basement. I'll keep this. But these items are going to go to the basement to my baby shower, well, to my gift wrapping area, and I will know that they're there for baby shower gifts. This I got on my wedding day. It is chocked full of awesome stuff that like you would need on vacation or in a pinch, like on a wedding day when you're like have a minor emergency and you know. Oh yes, fits perfect, like it was made to be there. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna go through is this box of stuff here. Good to have that sort of stuff on hand. Okay, so I'm gonna go put this back, and then this is my declutter pile that like I'm getting rid of. That's my going to the basement pile. So now I have an extra bin that we can put in the basement for toy storage. And then I'm gonna go put this back in the closet, and we'll take a look at it. Like I have never been this ruthless with this closet. Like these items are going to the basement, and this. Everything else here, I'm okay with getting rid of. I actually found 3 more things I can get rid of. So this Method Daily Shower Cleaner, I've literally had it since like 2017 or 2018. That's how much I've used it. So I could use it on the kids' shower, but I don't. Okay, I'll hang on to it only because I've started actually the FlyLady cleaning method, and if I clean my kids' shower with this, it says non-toxic plant-based technology, cleans without having to rinse. I know this is safe to use on them, which always freaks me out about like using when they sit in the bathtub. So I'll keep this in there. But if I don't use it by next month, it's going. And then I found this like little sponge. I think I can let this go. And then these baby nail clippers. I have 2 other pairs in there that aren't specifically made for babies. We cleared off a whole shelf. This had that thing that needed to go on my son's bed on it in between them. But like this was full. saw it like a few seconds ago. It was totally overflowing. When all the kids' towels are clean, they go down here. This makes me feel so much more at peace. And this is just an extra like bath mat to lay outside the shower. There's one currently in use, but that's the backup. I'm comfortable with this. This feels nice. This is to do a quick walkthrough of my house. So just so you know, this is like the reality of living here. It definitely doesn't stay clean all the time. You know, there's just like random things that need to be put away that accumulate. The good part about minimalism and like what makes this more manageable is that, yeah, it's a mess, but it won't take that long to clean up. Stayed around to the end. Thank you so much, and I hope you found this video super motivating. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe so that you can continue to see content like this from me. I will be continuing my decluttering journey and working towards my 506 items, as well as working on my cleaning routines and trying to re-implement the FlyLady cleaning method. I've been working on my 15-minute a day zone cleaning, so I'm really proud of that, and I hope I keep it up, and I'll report back on my next video with like the progress and how far I've made it, and I hope you all do the same. If you've ever tried FlyLady, let me know in the comments below if it worked for you or if it didn't.
Oh, I'll be beside you.